Hello and welcome to my video review on Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Cybertron Starscream. And that is a lot of words to say, but here he is, and my gosh, is this like the best version of this Starscream? Maybe besides that one third-party one, I can never remember the Galaxy of the Stars or something. I probably totally screwed up that name. I don't remember the name, but this thing is a way better budget toy, to be totally honest. For sure. I mean, this is a mainline after all. But anyway, of course, he's a flying Dorito. That's what I like to call him. He's literally a triangle. There's just something about this design I really liked. When I was a kid, I got that 4-pack, I think it was Dark in the Moon, where it had a little core class kind of size or Legends class of this Starscream. It had like a translucent F-22 Raptor from, the regular Starscream, I guess you could say. And then also 2 Bumblebees. But anyway, the Starscream, I really liked it. I lost it when I was younger, and I haven't had one ever since. And now it's here. I'm like, yes, please give me more. Anyway, and of course we have accessories, and we have this nice clear plastic, translucent purple blaster, and I think this is molded very well. Now I do not mind clear plastic accessories. That's not too bad. Some major joints are clear plastic. And we get a Cyber Planet key. How adorable is this little Cyber Planet key? Like, it's so small. And it's so cool they included it. And of course, you can insert it into the back here, just like in the original. It doesn't do anything. No spring-loaded gimmicks, because it's some mainline toy in the 2020s, so we're not getting that. But he's still pretty good, and he's pretty sizable. Now I'm going to start doing something that I haven't really done before. I'm going to take out a ruler, so you guys can get a sense of scale if you didn't know how long he was. So that's centimeters. No one knows what the heck those are. Inches. He's about 6 inches long, just a little over in this mode. But he is quite chunky and feels nice. He's got enough red paint apps and some yellow sparse throughout, and this nice dark blue that really pops. I think that looks nice. And there's a few silvers here and there, so well painted. And if you wanted to, you can take his gun, and there's 2 little slots on the bottom of the fins, and that plugs right into here. And then you can have this blution away and firing some shots at it. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I like how that stores down there, and it kind of hides away and fills in this little gap here. So that works really well. Not much else to say about this mode. These turrets don't really move. There's not really any landing gear, although he does sit very well. And I'm pretty much covered everything there is in this mode. So let's get to transforming. Now I'm going to remove these pieces. You don't have to. They just fall off anyway. They're just on a 5mm port. But you can easily keep them on. It's not parts forming, it's just ease of use, because keeping those on is just gonna be a mess. But anyway, to transform this guy, I like to come down here and start by ripping these panels apart, opening them up, and then bring out the legs. And when you're having them come in, you want to make sure this little peg gets wrapped around here and gets plugged in. Otherwise, it can be a little tricky. And there's a little tab right here that goes into there. Just make sure you line those up when you're transforming it from robot to vehicle. And we can finish that leg, and then I'll show you what I did on that side. So we just fold in the toe, and then bring this little piece back, and that will form the heel. And then we can fold this little panel back, and that fills in the gap of the hollow leg. Now, moving upwards, we have the arms, which we can just simply untab, and there is this little joint here that allows this to fold up nicely, and we can just bring that up, and that'll snoop right into place, and we can get these arms out of the way. And then if you want to, you can do this right away, which I like to do. It's kind of satisfying. So we can take these arms, or the forearms, open them up, bring out the hand, and watch this. It has a wrist swivel. Learn, Armada Starscream. Why didn't you have it? Oh, it would have been so good. And we have a pivot too, because of the hinge. Come on, Armada Starscream. This guy has not even got any melee weapons. and he has articulated hands. Why can't you? Anyway, and we can do that on the same side, and we just close all that up. And next, we can shift this whole body down, and this. Actually, before we do that, let's untab this back section so we can spin around the head. Otherwise, when you close this all the way up, you're not going to be able to. Then push this body in, and then make sure you have this lined up, and this will tab into the back section here, like so. And then just give it a little push, snaps right into place. And there you have, oh, and also we can fold his wings down and around. And there we have him in his base Starscream mode, I like to call it, without the accessories here. And we can now plug these into his shoulders to complete that Cybertron Starscream look. And oh my gosh, this guy looks so good. Now getting a sense of scale here, he is about the same size, about 6 inches exactly, so he didn't really grow much. And he's got a real broad, he's almost just as broad as he is tall, or 6 inches, about that size. So this guy would fit into a 6-inch display of Hasbro figures from like Marvel and stuff, but that wouldn't still be to scale. But anyway, that's the kind of size range you're looking at for this guy, although he is a little beefier and a little more expensive. But anyway, articulation on this guy, we have a full 360 right here. And the coolest part about this figure, a butterfly joint. Not only is it not for the transformation, but it gives you quite a bit more articulation there too. And we can go up, but it's a little limited, but Hasbro thought about that. You can double hinge that out and bring it up even more to get that 90-degree bend. What amazing engineering for a mainline toy. And we also have a full 360 here. Now I will mention this was really loose out of the box. I just put some super glue on the pin there and it tightened it up nice. Now obviously you can use nail polish or something a little less aggressive. Because if you let that dry and that super glue stays there, you can break your figure pretty easily. So just be careful when doing that. And also we have a bicep swivel, a double jointed bend at the elbow, and of course I showed you what the articulation of the hand already has. And at the head we have up and down. We obviously have a full 360, just like so, and a little bit of wiggly wobbly, being a ball joint. And of course the other arm is the same. We also have a waist swivel. That is crazy. We can kick up as high as we need. We can kick back as far as we need. And of course we can do the splits and more. So yeah, that's pretty impeccable right there. And we also have thigh rotation and a good bend at the knee, just past 90. And we have a bunch of joints at the foot. We have a joint here, and then we also have another joint here, so it's got a double jointed thing here. And we have a gorgeous ankle rocker that rocks all the way. And we also have a little gap filler, so this isn't an unsightly gap. Of course, once you put it like 90 degrees, it's gonna show it a little bit more. But if you just have a slight gap like that, you're gonna see this nice mechanical detail be exposed, like a venting pipe or something. It looks pretty cool. And of course, we can stand him back up and look at his accessories in this mode. We can simply plug in his pew pew in his hand, and we can get him posed with it. So yeah, that looks awesome. Can't even see the gun, it just blends in because it's translucent. And it doesn't help that I have a dark background, but if I get that over the white, now you can see it. But of course, you can get some cool action poses with that weapon. Also, of course, we can use these as little blasters too. And if you plug in the Cyberplanet key, now they spring load out. Of course, they don't spring load out, but it'd be cool if they did. And these are also in a translucent purple plastic, and those look great. And you can get him in some nice and cool poses, and he can be doing some chopping and dicing. Not the vacuum Dyson, But some Dyson, as in shopping, but dicing. You know what I mean. And also you can remove these, and you can do it more G1 Starscream style, and put them on his forearms. So now you have it like null rays, which I think is super cool. And I really do like this. Also, you can fold back these fins if you like to. I like leaving them out. But if you don't like the look of those fins, you can easily just take them out. And let's get them in like a flying pose here. So yeah, that would look awesome on a display stand. How cool is that? And I will just bring these cannons back up to his shoulders. Just like so. And we can get him in a heroic stance here. Get these blades down. Yeah, and that's basically it with this guy. He is an amazing figure. I would highly recommend picking this up if you're a Starscream fan, or if you like Cybertron, or you just want to collect all the Legacy figures. This one is a must-have. This figure is absolutely perfect in pretty much every way. I think this figure is the best to come out of Legacy United so far. I think Magmatron, he's going to blow this guy out of the water. I mean, he is a commander after all, but this figure is still good, and I highly recommend picking it up. But anyway, that has been it for my video review, and see you guys later. Peace out.